Please stand if you're able for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, Olympians. Welcome back to the Columbus East Media Studios for this week's announcements. I'm your host, Crispin Meredith, and let's hop into these announcements. The C4 House has moved to Monday, January 30th from 5 to 7:15. The Bartholomew County Public Library is seeking feedback on their teen area. A survey is currently open until this Friday and can be found on the It's Learning page. Emma Burns' senior project, a theater production entitled Lockdown, will be debuting on Friday, February 3rd during the first mod. This piece will be shown in the auditorium, and viewer discretion is advised as this plays with mature themes such as gun violence. An additional showing is also available on Sunday, February 5th at 2:30 in the auditorium. BCSC's Winter Color Guard teams are hosting spaghetti dinner and a silent auction this Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. in Memorial Baptist Church. All revenue goes towards offset travel costs for the competitive season. Plate costs $5 and a bake sale will be available for dessert. Ms. Sullivan will be leading a school trip in the Dominican Republic next school year. There will be a call-out meeting for this trip next Thursday from 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the room 246. A Zoom meeting will be linked and be available for those who cannot attend in person. Sign up on the RSVP website on It's Learning if you are interested. The East Choir are hosting a show competition this Saturday. This is the first time East has hosted and are hosting 9 different choirs. The first performance is at 9 a.m. and the East will be performing at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. East RSO Officer Cap invites juniors and seniors to participate in a SAFE program. The SAFE program, Situation Awareness for Every Day, talks about student safety during parties, social events, and leads conversations on sexual assault. You can go to Officer Cap's office with any questions.
There's over 100 years of experience in police work who will be there to give the young people just good advice from us, because hearing it from a parent or another teacher sometimes it makes an impact, but we want to also add to those experiences. Partying is just one part, but there's so many other things that you do when you leave high school, whether it's college or workforce or whatever, military. So you're going to be in 1,000 different new situations. And really we want to equip the young men and women to best handle those, be safe. At the end of the day, you get home. And so we want you to be thinking about those things, and that you heard them back in high school, but they're going to hopefully stick with you.
Now over to Caleb Nullman with our upcoming 3-day forecast.
And now for a look at this week's upcoming forecast. Today will be mainly cloudy with a 15% chance of snow showers. There is a high of 34 degrees and a low of 20 degrees, with wind speeds of 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be partially cloudy with a 14% chance of sleet, a high of 43 degrees and a low of 32. Winds will be 20 miles per hour. On Saturday, we'll warm up a bit with a high of 51 and a low of 42. It will be partially cloudy with winds of 12 miles per hour. Saturday night, there is a 64% chance of rain. Now to Matthew Degner with the Matthew Minute.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Matthew Minute, where news topics are presented in a brief format. I'm your host, Matthew Degner, and we're starting off discussing Israel. Massive protests have broken out in the streets after large judicial changes have been proposed by the new right-wing government. The legislative branch of the government is claiming that the typically left-leaning Supreme Court wields too much power and aims to reduce that. To make things even more tension-filled, conservative Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu now leads the country's most single-party controlled government in the history of the nation, posing an even larger threat to the Supreme Court. In U.S. news, the Iowa House and Senate have passed a new law that allows school children to receive over $7,500 in tuition assistance to any private primary or secondary school, a crippling blow to the public school systems. Once fully phased in, this law will cost the state an estimated $340 million a year. As similar bills have been proposed in other states, Iowa will prove as a testing ground for promoting private schools at the cost of public educations. In breaking Indiana news, Philip Duracaz, a resident of Chesterton, Indiana in Porter County, has broken the state record for burbot fishing. The monstrous 11.4-pound fish, which is around the weight of your average 3-month-old baby, was caught from Lake Michigan. This record was previously broken only 12 days ago, though, by a Valparaiso resident. Mr. Duracaz also holds an additional record for lake whitefish, with the behemoth clocking in at 9.34 pounds. That's the equivalent to the weight of about 18 rolls of quarters. We at CEHS Media will keep you posted if any more updates appear for these records. In local news, the demolition of the Irwin Block building started Monday afternoon. Just 2 months ago, a massive fire devastated the structure and rendered the building unsafe for use. Part of the third-story facade collapsed onto the street around the building. Thankfully, the firewall, which had prevented the surrounding buildings from any sustaining damage, worked as intended, but must be torn down now to make room for new construction. Mayor Jim Linnop said Fifth Street will reopen, quote, as soon as we deem it safe, adding that demolition could take 6 to 8 weeks. That wraps up this week's top stories. Thank you for joining me. Signing off, I'm Matthew Degner, and remember to stay informed.
That and Maya Baird with some of our winter sports events this week.
Thanks, Crispin. On Tuesday, our girls varsity team played Silver Creek, where they won 69-52. They will play against Cathedral High School again today, right here in our own Orange Pit at 7:30. Good luck, Lady O's. Also, on Tuesday, the boys and girls varsity swim and dive team competed against Greensburg High School, where junior Gabby Meyer broke the E6 dive record with a 260.45. This shattered the 39-year-old record. Tomorrow, our varsity boys basketball team will be playing their senior night game at 7. Come join us in celebrating our class of 2023 seniors on Saturday. The Columbus East gymnastics team will be competing in the Bloomington South Invitational. Good luck, girls. And lastly, Saturday, the wrestling team will be competing in sectional championships. Good luck, boys. Back to you, Crispin.
That's all we have for today. From myself, Maya, Caleb, Matthew, and the rest of the announcements crew, thanks for watching, and remember to take care of yourself, others, and the place. And as always, try to be the best part of someone's day.